Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading. This is a reading for the next 4 big changes that could be coming in for you in 2024. I have like a little bit of a scheduling conflict, so I wanted to get back on the proper schedule for my readings, which if you haven't noticed, we're on the wrong schedule. So that's why I'm doing these random readings right now. But I thought, why not do like the next 4 biggest changes for people in 2024? And, that's what we're going to do here, Virgo. So I keep wanting to say Scorpio. You could clearly be, some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio, or you could be connecting with a Scorpio. So keep that in mind. But let's see what comes up. You have the Moth and the Otter coming up for your first big change in your life in 2024. The moth, is kind of like a moth to a flame, being attracted to something and moving towards it. So I get this feeling that some of you are being kind of like attracted to something. And it's weird that I feel like saying that word too. It's more an attraction. It's not, it's not like an inspiration or something like that. So I feel like the feeling is different. And I do feel this has to do with work. You do have love in this first row, but I feel that this is more, this is more a work career situation, and it's almost like something is trying to like wine and dine you is what I get here. So it's kind of like weird how I see this card. It's almost like a very seductive energy. So it's like someone is trying to convince you to work for them or something along those lines. So that could be happening for some of you. If you have like a business, for example, like someone could be trying to get you to help them with their business or something like that. It looks like it would be probably a pretty good idea. You go to the 10 of Pentacles here. I think this would be great. This could also be a collaboration I'm getting as well. But again, it's more like someone is trying to seduce you or something. I don't think it's not like, it's not like underhanded or anything like that. That's not like the feeling I get here. It's not like, I don't think this person is trying to, do something sneaky or, it's not that type of seduction. But I just feel they, maybe they value you. It's more a value thing. They see your value and they're, if this is like in work or business, they see what you're capable of or what you could do. And so it's like they want to show that, and I get that feeling here. For a small percentage of you, of course, it could be love, of course. You have the Otter card here. The Otter is about being playful and also fiercely independent. So there is this like fierce independence going on here. Otters are familial creatures. They spend a lot of time with their family and things like that, but I'm getting the sense of independence as well. It's like, yeah, you might be spending time with your family and all that other stuff, right, that a regular otter would do, but I also feel like there's like this fierce energy that I'm kind of getting off of the Otter in your reading, where maybe you are kind of trying to stake your claim, like in those moments where, you want to be independent, you can be independent. So, I don't know, kind of weird. But there you go. You have the Two of Wands, the Lovers, and the Ace of Wands. The Two of Wands about taking the lead and leaving your castle, right? I feel like I say this to you every single reading here, Virgo, but, he's standing at the top of this castle, and the story of the Two of Wands is that he rushed to a finish line. He didn't enjoy the journey. He just wanted to get to his castle, and so he thinks there's nothing else for him to accomplish, but he didn't stop and smell the roses, basically. And now it's complete, but he has the whole world in his hands. So it basically says that he thinks that there's nothing more for him to accomplish or do, but there's really a lot more for him to accomplish and do. He just has to get out into the world. I feel that there could be a person coming in for you here. I wanted to see something else. There could be a person coming in for you, but it does not have to be love is what I'm getting here. I really feel this could be like a business partner, a person who wants to help you with their business, or like one of the million examples I gave you at the beginning. It's like a person who wants to, get you to help them or something. And it's kind of a weird story, but I feel it could be very beneficial for you. For a small percentage of you, like I said, it could definitely be a love connection. But like for most of you, I feel this is like a work connection or a new friend or something like that. Like if you're retired, this could be like a friend who comes in your life, and definitely a new person. And, maybe they get you exercising with them, or, doing some sort of hobby with them or something like that. Why is this so important? I have no freaking clue, but it looks really good to me because it looks like it's opening up the world to you with the Two of Wands, and you have the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is a passionate new beginning, and it's out with the old, in with the new. So this castle back here is crumbling, just like the castle that is on the Two of Wands. So there's clearly you having a new adventure or starting a new beginning, and that is definitely one of the big changes that's coming in for you here. I feel like this is a person though. Like I said, it's almost like it's almost like a person is the catalyst that causes this change in the first row. With the Two of Wands, you have the Justice card. Yeah, we see a lot of legal things going on here. So just in the background, we'll talk about it. But some of you could be dealing with something legal. I feel like it's something you feel stuck to. So it's like if it's a divorce, it could be a divorce that's been dragging out or something like that. But what I would say is, in regards to this first change here, I feel that this is talking about making sure that you're balancing your energy, making sure that, if you're working hard, you're playing hard. If you're playing hard, you're working hard, all that other stuff. With the Lovers, you have the Knight of Pentacles, which you have twice right here. Knight of Pentacles is no movement or slow movement, but I actually feel you're making progress and maybe a little slow. But if you've been making slow progress in your business or your career or whatever, it looks to me like you're actually making faster progress. I feel like things are speeding up, or things are improving in a big way. With the Ace of Wands, you have the King of Pentacles here. So there's like a permanent change coming in for you. Sometimes I just feel with the King of Pentacles that it shows up when we are hoping that we can land on something that lasts for a while. Like if you're too used to jumping around from business to business to business, or work to work to work, idea to idea to idea, the King of Pentacles is kind of like landing on something that you can work on for a long period of time. So I kind of feel this is more like security or something that lasts for a long time. Next in the area, for your next big change, you have this adjudication card and this imprisonment card. It's like some of you are waiting for a decision. Hopefully none of you are actually going to prison. I don't think that's what's going on here. I feel that some of you, clearly, you could feel stuck to a divorce or something like that, like I already said. But I also feel like some of you, if you're not dealing with something legal, then it's not legal. I feel that this is more talking about you being stuck to a decision, or like waiting, there could be a decision that is preventing you from doing something. And like, for example, let's say you want to move, but you need to get a job first. It's like maybe you've been waiting and waiting and waiting to hear about a job that would allow you to move. And maybe you feel stuck where you are right now. And luckily, the good news is it looks like there's a change coming in here. You have the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Judgment card. The Judgment card would say you are hearing something about a decision that will help set yourself free. So the Wheel of Fortune is a change in direction. One thing I will say about the Wheel of Fortune is sometimes we need to take control of a situation, and we need to kind of make something happen. We need to be the force for change, right? And I definitely feel that could be what's going on here, is that you are needing to be the great force for change, or I don't know what words I'm getting that are really popping into my head here, but there's something about like a force for change, or being a force for change, where it's like sometimes we wait for a decision, but we should really, like if you're waiting on a job, maybe you should call and follow up and say like, hey, am I going to get this job or not? It would just like set you free. And so I feel that for some of you with this Wheel of Fortune, I definitely feel your fortunes are changing. If you feel stuck in general, like Eight of Swords energy, I feel you're setting yourself free. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Again, you have them twice. I do feel there is a sense of progress here, mostly because we go this way up to the Magician. We also go this way to the Knight of Wands, which is movement, and we go this way to the Fool. So the Fool is about taking a leap of faith. It seems to me like you are taking some sort of leap of faith towards something really great here. You have the Knight of Pentacles, which we just talked about. Losing my mind today. You have the Judgment card, and the Judgment card is about waking up to something. And again, I feel like you're waking up to change. These people, they're standing in these coffins, and coffins in the tarot represent your old life. Outside the coffin is your new life. So I feel for a lot of you, you are just simply stepping into your new life. You are stepping into a new energy, or whatever you want to call it. Let's see. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Knight of Cups here. 3 knights. Very interesting. Kind of 4 knights, but you have the Knight of Pentacles twice. But definitely could be a knight in shining armor coming in for you if you're looking for love. This could also just be an idea that sets you free. So again, if you've been stuck in any area of your life, I feel that this row, the big change that's coming in with this row, is that you're setting yourself free from something that's been keeping you stuck for a while. With the Knight of Pentacles, yes, you have the Page of Wands. It's like going from no movement to movement, So I really get Eight of Swords energy on that imprisonment card. It feels like you've been in prison. It feels like you're not making progress, or you can't do enough work. Maybe it almost feels like you can't, no matter what you do, you're not moving forward. And, it's almost like it's like you're in a marathon, on a treadmill. It's like everybody's running ahead of you, but you're on this treadmill that's just staying in place, but you're trying to like win a marathon. I think that's what it is. That's what your life has been, Virgo, I feel, for a while. And it's almost like you're just like waking up and you're saying like, wait a minute, I've been on a treadmill this whole entire time and everybody's ahead of me. But the good news is because you've been on the treadmill and you've been running harder, right? The treadmill of life, you've been trying to run harder. It's almost like you've made your muscles stronger, so now you're going to blast ahead of everyone else. Damn, that was a good analogy there, Virgo. I'm going to pat myself on the back for that one. There you go. With the Judgment card, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is a change in direction. Seven of Pentacles to me says, is the juice worth the squeeze? And so I feel for a lot of you that just like some sort of change in the work that you do. Next, for your next big change, you have this card that says, it will all make sense to you soon. You have this workaholic card. It says, have a strong work ethic and give 110%. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. There you go. So I'm not a big fan of hardworking actually this year. Just so you know, I think that, really over the next 20 years, that we should be much more focused on being efficient. So it's not necessarily about working hard. And maybe doing something efficiently will require hard work, but I would be thinking the other way around first. I would be thinking, what is the most efficient thing? How can I get the biggest bang for my buck with my time? And how can I be more efficient? And I think the people who focus on efficiency are going to be very successful. The people who don't obviously won't. So, there you go. You have the Magician, the Strength card, and the Knight of Wands. I feel like you need to look at all the skills that you've learned here. He has all these, mastery over all the suits in the tarot. He has every suit in front of him. And I feel like you need to realize that you have all the, more tools than you used to have. These could be talents, gifts, skills, abilities, whatever. And I feel like you need to bring use those talents. You need to express them into the world. I also feel that you could be undergoing a change. He has that snake wrapped around his waist there. The snake represents the Ouroboros. The snake is eating its own tail. And so it's a card of reinvention. And I do feel that I'm pretty sure that I've said to you before, Virgo, that you are going through a reinvention. A reinvention is a much bigger change than just a change. I think there's a much bigger change going on in your life. I feel that this has come through a lot of difficult lessons that you've learned with the Strength card. The Strength card is changes that other people see. I always say, who in their right frickin' mind would stick their hand in a lion's mouth? Nobody is the answer. So unless you're like Tiger King or something like that. But, what I would say here is that, people... The Strength card, people are seeing her strength because she is taming a lion with her hands in its mouth. So it's like people are noticing a change in you. And I think that is one of the biggest changes that could be going on here. But this also could be people are seeing your strength, like what you've been through. This could be leading to a reinvention, which could be you presenting yourself differently in a career, you presenting yourself differently in your business, or it could even be in love as well. Whatever it is, doesn't really matter. But I feel like it's like you are standing out as a leader, or you are standing out as someone who is strong, is what that card is saying to me. You have the Knight of Wands here. Knight of Wands says the adventure is never over. And so I feel like you are on this adventure, this path of discovery. It's almost like you are a lifelong learner, or a lifelong, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but like a lifelong discoverer, adventurer, is what's going on here. So you could be learning a lot, or have learned a lot through adventures. Let's see. With the Magician, you have the Devil. I would be, this could be just a Capricorn coming in for you. There could just be an Earth sign in general. You always get Earth with me. I do believe that Virgo does very well with Earth signs just in general. I think according to, most astrologers, Capricorn and Virgo is a perfect match, but, also Taurus is perfectly fine as well. So we have a Taurus right here, Capricorn right here. So if you're attracting an Earth sign, sorry, I'm choking now. If you're attracting an Earth sign, this could be a very good connection. I don't feel anything toxic about it, honestly. With the Strength card, you have the Hangman. You have the Hangman twice going this way right here. The Hangman tries to get us to see things from a new perspective, and you have the Wheel of Fortune there. So I think that if you're stuck in anything in this row, that, wherever you are stuck, looking at things from a new perspective, or kind of like seeing okay, I'm stuck, what is the opposite, or what is a different way that I can do things, for the past, just being straight up with you, for the past I don't even know, 6 years or something like that, literally what I've done in my life is I've been watching what everybody else does in all areas of my life, and I just do the opposite. I know that sounds simple. But I don't know, it's worked out really well for me. So, there you go. Like, I'm even making a big changes on this channel. I'm making big changes in my other channels and other things that I'm doing. So, just by doing the opposite. And, I don't know, like some of you could be doing that. Hangman energy, doing the opposite. With the Knight of Wands, you have the Death card. Yeah, big changes just in general. So you could be having some big changes. It's funny that I said Scorpio as well. So if you're looking for love, could be a Scorpio that's also coming in for you. Or it could be a person who has like a lot of Scorpio in their chart or something like that. So there you go. For your next big change, your final big change, you have this Truth Be Told card and this To Be Fair card. Love it. For a lot of you, if you were stuck or dealing with judication, this card reminds me of justice. So you could be getting justice in a situation. There could be some sort of truth being revealed, or the truth is coming out in, whatever area of your life you're working on. So I definitely feel that for a lot of you. I also feel that you are just, I feel like I've said this to you before, that you are just telling your truth in the world. You are expressing your own truth. It's almost like, I kind of feel like there is going to be this explosion of people that, it's like for a while, it's almost like people have been trying to sift and sort people into certain groups. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. So I don't know if this is going to make sense, but it's almost like you are deciding like, no, I can have this belief, this belief, this belief, and I can belong to whatever freaking group I want to belong to. It's almost like, we see this a lot in politics where it's like if you believe one thing, it's like, oh, you're a Trumper, or oh, you support Biden or whatever. And I'm not making a political statement. I'm sure some dumbass is going to leave a comment that's going to get him banned. I guarantee it. So, there you go. But, it's like I don't support any of them. They're all evil, alien, reptile overlords that are trying to control us and separate us. I think they're evil, plain and simple. They all belong in jail as far as I'm concerned. But what I would say here is, again, even having that belief, people are going to put me into a category, right? But it's almost like, I think that Pluto in Aquarius, which we have right now, is going to make people, it's going to, it is about the collective, but I also feel it's going to make people more independent, where people are going to have their own beliefs and like, I don't have to believe what you tell me I have to believe and all this other stuff. So it's almost like you're living your own truth. And again, people are seeing your strength right here. We have this strength card. It's almost like people are seeing like, wow, they're able to do this, so now I can do it. Now I can have my own beliefs and be my own person, right? You have the Ten of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Hangman. For some of you, this could be business. Like you could be, I feel for some of you, you are forming a business identity where people are going to be like, you're this person, right? But it's like a good identity. It's something you want. It's something where you want people to be like, oh, I am that person, I am the person that helps people clean out their closets or, whatever your skill is, right? And so I kind of feel like some of you are the next big change is that you're forming an identity that could lead to abundance. That's very clear, whatever that is. So especially for those of you that have a business, if you don't even have a business, doesn't matter. We all have an identity. So I feel like you're changing you're creating an identity that is Ten of Pentacles. That's very powerful, Virgo. Like, damn, that is good. I love that. I feel like you are creating a Ten of Pentacles identity, whatever that means for you. A Ten of Pentacles can be like you building a family. It could be you, kind of finding an environment where you fit in. So you could be like moving, for example, fitting into an environment that becomes part of your identity. Not like who you are, but you kind of like get to that place. And this looks very successful to me. You have the Fool. It's going to require you to take some sort of risk or a leap of faith away from what you've always known. So, you're definitely being asked to be brave with the Strength card. It's weird. I see the Strength card as being very important to your reading. Like every once in a while when I do a reading, one card will stand out more than another to me. Like one card will just seem more important, and in your reading it's a Strength card, but I also have like a million things popping into my head with the Strength card that's like talking about bravery and people seeing you being brave, people seeing you make certain decisions and like all this other stuff. And so I really feel like you're taking a leap of faith towards like success. You have the Hangman. And so you're like seeing things from a new perspective. And, again, these new perspectives could be very helpful. I would also encourage you to get a new perspective as well, or to see things from a new perspective. You have the Justice card. It might just be a good time for you to be neutral. Again, I'm sure someone's going to be like, oh, don't tell me what to do. I'm like, well, I don't care. Believe whatever you want. I really don't care. But, I think it would be a good time to try to have a neutral perspective on changes that are happening in your life, and it will probably just be beneficial. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles says, do not call attention to your weaknesses. Focus on your strengths. And I would definitely be doubling down on your strengths with that, the Strength card. With the Fool, you have the Knight of Swords. No rushing at this time. And I also, don't get pushed into anything. I would focus on, again, I think the truth comes from you, right? With that truth be told card. The Knight of Swords could be like other people telling you what your truth is. Being like, oh, no, you can't have a business where you clean out people's closets. I need to clean out my closet. That's why I'm talking about this today. But what I would say is like, you shouldn't be like, don't let people tell you that you can't do that, because people might be like, you're not going to make money doing that. But there are people like, there's like a Netflix show with two people who make millions of dollars just telling people, hey, like put your crap in a container and then put it in your closet. I'm not even kidding. There is a show on Netflix, and they have these two girls have a company where they just, the big secret, the $1 million secret is they tell people, put stuff in a container and put it in your closet. $1 million more. They make millions a year. Ridiculous, right? It not rocket science, right? I can figure that out, but I also don't do it. So, there you go. But again, whatever your idea is, no matter how simple, it might just be genius. So there you go. With the Hangman, you have the Six of Cups. Definitely. Also, this could be like a very simple love relationship as well, where it's like, people might be telling that you might be attracting a person, and people might be saying, oh, this person's too good to be true. It can't be this simple. But maybe it's just a simple person who doesn't overcomplicate things, So there you go. You have this Well card that says family wishes come true. Really, I'm telling you right now as well, this seems like a really good year for those of you that either have a family, that want to have a family, that want to create a family. Like, this is a good year for doing it. So there you go. You have this Scissors card. It says disappointment in some affair. You also have this Mice card. It says discord among family or friends. Again, I feel that the discord that you could be experiencing is other people saying, oh, no, Virgo, you can't, do this thing because you're not going to make money doing it, or you're not going to be successful doing it. So you need to listen to yourself, plain and simple. You have this Marriage card. Definitely could be love coming in for you for sure if you want a strong connection. You have this Valley card. It says deep personal strength and peace that assures success. This is like the place that you are getting to. Again, I think there's this like reinvention thing where you are identifying with the Ten of Pentacles. It's like your identity is attached to the Ten of Pentacles or something. We talked about this, but I think it's bringing a lot of peace. You have this Frying Pan card. It says trouble, accusations. The thing with Virgo is that just in your astrology, we, over the past few years, we saw like accusatory energy in your astrology, especially once, we had Mars go retrograde at the end of 2022, was it? I don't know. I'm at a loss of time right now. But at the end of 2022, Mars went retrograde in Gemini, which could have been like a peak for you as far as like accusations or people accusing you things or whatever. What's the outcome here for this? Waiting for news. So it's like there's good news or something like that. This could be something that kept you stuck here, right here. So again, if someone like accused you of something at work and got you in trouble or whatever that wasn't true, like the truth could be coming out in that situation now, and there could be like a little bit of vindication coming in for you. I definitely get that vibe from this reading. But this is a really good reading, Virgo. I like this a lot, quite a bit. Sorry, I'm on the wrong camera. But thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your year.